Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the Mystical Warriors of the Ring Windy City Wreckage set from Fantastic Plastic Toys. Mystical Warriors of the Ring is a brand new line of 2-inch scale action figures. They exist in a world that is all anthropomorphic animals whose main form of entertainment is professional wrestling. So basically what we've got here is a collectible line of 2-inch scale figures that are all wrestling animal characters. This of course is right up the alley of anybody out there who loves lines such as the original Ultimate Muscle line, or stuff like Monster in My Pocket, or the current OMFG lines. Mystical Warriors of the Ring is done in a very similar fashion. The line kicked off at this year's C2E2, the Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo, and it launched with this awesome bundle pack called the Windy City Wreckage set. This particular set here includes 2 action figures, 1 ring, and a whole bunch of goodies. So let's open this thing up and take a look at it. So as you can see, it's in a really nice clamshell style packaging. What's great about that is if you want to, you could always put all of this stuff right back in the clamshell. That way you can keep it safe and stored if you ever need to do that, or if you prefer to keep them in the box, you've always got the option to pull them out, play with them, put them back in. Now upon opening up this clamshell, you're going to find all kinds of goodies in here. First of all, one of the things that's included in this set is one of my favorite pieces. It comes with an actual printed ticket as if you're attending an Arcane Wrestling Federation event. The AWF is the federation that the animals in this world all wrestle for, and as you can see, this is an actual printed ticket. It's got all the information of where your seat would be, the events that's happening, and I mean, if you flip it around, you can see it's even got the nice little watermark on there. It's even got a terrible stub, so that's pretty incredible that Fantastic Plastic Toys went to the effort of printing up an actual ticket for this set. Now also included is an incredibly cool black and white comic book that kind of gives you some information on the characters and the event that they're wrestling that are in this set. The story inside is written by Mark Vasquez of Fantastic Plastic Toys, and the artwork is all done by Lee Burbridge of Big Man Toys. And it's some really cool artwork, and it's a really fun read and kind of gives you a feel for what this world is all about. Also included inside, we get a set of trading cards of the figures that are within. So we get 1 card of Goliath, the big alligator character, and a card of Ulric Wolfram. And then there's a 3rd card in there that's got the artwork of the Windy City Wreckage pack. Then of course there's the wrestling ring. I find it incredibly cool that we get an actual wrestling ring with the set, which is going to work great for displaying these guys. As you can see, it's got these really nice kind of neon greenish ropes that do glow very brightly if you wanted to put them under a black light or anything like that. They are nice and rubbery, so they got a little bit of spring to them there, just like a wrestling ring would have. And you can see right there in the center, there's an awesome logo for the Arcane Wrestling Federation printed on the middle of the mat. And then around the ring apron, we've got the Arcane Wrestling Federation logo, and on the other side, we've got the Windy City Wreckage verbiage so that you know what set this ring came from. So now let's get to the part of the set you really want to take a look at, the action figures. As I stated in the beginning, these figures stand roughly 2 inches tall, but there is definitely varying scales between the types of characters. So first of all, we'll take a look at Ulric Wolfram here. He's about the standard scale. He is about 2 inches tall, and what's really neat about these guys is you can see that there is a lot of detail going on here. All of these figures were digitally sculpted, and then they were produced by the man known as the God Beast, Marty Hansen. The figures, of course, are just a solid color, so there's no painted detail, but what's really neat about this is that there is a lot of little details put into these guys. So you can look up close on there. It may not come across real great on camera here, but you can see there's a lot of really nice sculpted work put into these figures. Taking a look at the other figure in the set, Goliath, you can see why he's got that name. This is the alligator character, and he is huge. He's actually about 2.5 inches tall, but also his girth is much more immense than that of Ulric Wolfram. Standing these two side by side, you can see the amazing size difference between the two characters. Once again, there's a lot of really great details sculpted on there. I love how he's actually wearing a wrestling singlet over his big hulking alligator body. You can see elbow pads on his arms there, even knee pads on his knees. So lots of really cool little details on these guys. Now this particular set that I got from C2E2 actually features a cool color changing feature. Basically, if you heat these guys up with something like a hairdryer or just get them under some warmth, they will lighten up in color. So you can get them kind of a lighter color than they are normally. You can see, especially with Goliath there, he turns from kind of a darker green to a very bright lime green. So it's really cool little effect, just a little added bonus with this particular C2E2 exclusive set. So standing them in the ring, they do look pretty cool. Like I said, this works great for a display piece. It is definitely much more in scale with the characters like Ulric, but I think it's really cool that Goliath is just so big that he is just towering over the ring even while he's standing in it. I think that really says something for the size and the girth of that character, and definitely makes it look like he's an opponent to fear. Now the last little accessory that comes with this is a cool little foldable ladder. Just a fun, neat little wrestling accessory. I mean, if you guys are wrestling fans at all, you're familiar with ladder matches. I'm sure you've seen plenty of matches where ladders can be used as weapons. So it's pretty neat that that's just a little extra accessory that is added in there. And of course you can pose your figures with it. You can pretend like they're bashing each other with it. Just another really fun accessory to have with this. So there you go, guys. There's a look at the very first set from the Mystical Warriors of the Ring line. This is a pretty great way to kick this line off, I think. The set sold for $50 at the show, but there is so much included with it. That's actually a pretty fair price, I think, since these are not produced in a factory and they've got a very low production run, and that there are so many accessories included. I mean, you're getting 2 figures, a ring, a ladder, 3 trading cards, a ticket, and a comic book all in one set. So that is incredibly cool. And I am really excited to see all of the other figures as they get produced in this line. Now, if you missed these guys at the Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo, the good news is that you will be able to purchase them online through FantasticPlasticToys.com. These sets go on sale on May 15th, 2013, so definitely head over there and check them out because I'm certain these things are going to sell out pretty quick. Until next time,